Hey, Life Central Church, and I hope you are well. I hope you are enjoying the sunshine that has finally arrived at our shores in the UK. It's so exciting. And speaking of summer, we are well into our Summer of Freedom series. We are this Sunday closing off the first of the mini series. So we're closing off the Foundations of Freedom, and Stuart Blount is going to be speaking, but we're going to talk about that in a few moments' time. But talking about freedom, everybody's talking about Monday and Freedom Day. Restrictions in the UK are being lifted, and many of you are asking, what does that mean for Life Central Church, and what does that mean for our services? Well, we have been meeting as a directional team, which is the senior leadership team. We've been meeting and talking with the elders as well, and consulting kind of lots of different areas, doing our research and working really hard. And so we're making a decision that we are going to move to 1 metre distancing in our services. That means that there'll be 1 metre gap between each household. That's 2 chairs. So we will be able to increase the capacity of our service, so more of you will be able to attend. You will now be permitted to sing, which is absolutely glorious. No more you can't sing, but you can worship. You can sing when you come into our services, but we are strongly requesting that everybody keeps their mask on for the entire service. This is for the safety of you and for the safety of those around you. I know many of you are nervous and many of you are excited about losing your mask. There's a wide range of emotions when it comes to the restrictions being lifted. And we want people around you in our auditorium who come to the service to feel safe and to feel secure and not feel stressed out when they're in our service. And so we're requesting really strongly, please do keep your mask on for the entire service. We're asking that you stay seated and that you don't mix, but you mix outdoors when the service, either before the service or after the service. And a new thing that we're adding in is we are adding in a prayer space in our atrium. That means that following the talk, you might want to respond. You can go and get prayer on your way out of the service. Or if you want prayer for anything else, our team will be about to pray for you. All of this will start from the 25th of July. We're going to run it for 4 Sundays. The reason that we're doing that, because on the 16th of August, the test and trace system changes, or it's planned to change. And so we're going to review it as we go. We're going to look at the numbers. We're going to look at the government advice week to week. And we're going to make decisions each week. But we're looking at, for 4 Sundays, we're going to run it like this. And then we may take another step forward. You know, some of the reasons why we've made this decision, some of you might be really relieved that we've made this decision. Some of you will be disappointed and want to get shoulder to shoulder with people. That's coming. We do believe that's coming in the future. But, you know, we're following the government advice regarding indoor crowded arenas or venues, especially unventilated areas. And, you know, our auditorium has air conditioning, but it's not well ventilated to the requirements of COVID. And so we think it's right that we keep masks on, that we keep the social distance, that we keep mixing to a minimum whilst you're inside the auditorium. We also know that rates are really, really high in Dudley and especially in Halesowen. I get the privilege of going into local authority meetings at the moment about COVID, and that's why you've seen us raising the awareness of vaccines being available and testing. That's because we're partnering with local community partners, with the local authority, with Halesowen Bid, with Dudley Council, to help raise and help look after our community when it comes to COVID. And we know that the rates are high in our local area, and so we want to respond to that and be responsible with it. We also don't want to go too fast for those that are nervous. We've had lots of people say to us, you know, oh, I'm worried about coming. I might not come if the social distancing is gone and masks aren't there. And we know many people of all ages and all demographics are nervous about the restrictions being lifted. We also know the test and trace isn't changing immediately. And so we know that many of you have got holidays booked, that you don't want to take the risk of having to isolate as a result of being at a service. And so those decisions minimise that risk of having to isolate and getting that dreaded ping from Test and Trace and missing out on your holiday. And so we want to be responsible with that. And we just generally feel it is better to make some small steps forward than have to make big leaps back if things begin to go wrong. And so we're going to take those small steps forward. Like I say, we're going to review it in 4 weeks' time, and we may make some further steps forward. But from the 25th of July through to the 15th of August, these are what we're anticipating, and these are the changes that we're going to be making. We hope that is okay. We hope that you understand that decision. We're sorry if you're disappointed. We're grateful if you are relieved. But we would love you to join us this Sunday. The weather's going to be amazing. But hey, come and join us 10 till 11 and then go out in the sunshine. Or join us online or join us in the room. Stuart Blount is going to be picking up our teaching series. He's going to talk about how to be the real you and wrap up our Foundations of Freedom mini-series in the summer of freedom. We're also going to be praying for and honouring our Equip Gap Year students. It is their last day with us, and so we're going to be saying thank you to them early on in the service. And we're also going to be praying for our nation in response to some of the racial abuse that we've seen following the England game towards those Black England players. And so we want to stand with those in our Black community. We want to pray for our nation. This isn't a social media issue. This isn't a football fans issue. This is a social and societal issue, and we want to pray for the leaders of our nation. We want to pray for those who have influence, and we want to pray for those who have been directly and indirectly affected by what they've seen on social media this week. So please do join us. I think it's going to be a special Sunday. Laura and I will be in the pre and the post service hangout. We're going to be on the roof again, and so if you're coming in person, you can wave to us and say hello. Guys, we love all of you. We hope you're having a fantastic summer, and we look forward to seeing you throughout the summer of freedom. Have a great weekend.